Greetings all. Well, strange times. How can a poor man stand such times and live? Yeah, I swear. I had some thoughts the other day as I needed some herbs for a garbanzo bean salad. Of course, we're well stocked on canned garbanzo beans due to the pandemic. And so I said, okay, I got to do something with these. And Ellen's dad had a recipe for a Mediterranean style salad years back that we all enjoyed. So I decided I'd make that. And I wandered around the backyard and I picked some oregano, and then I picked myself some parsley. And then I went and picked some thyme, and then I got some rosemary. I brought it all in the kitchen and chopped it all up. And I'm making the salad, and then I said, I guess I'll lay it on lettuce. So I go out into the garden, and I get some nice romaine, and I cut that up and wash it and put it out and lay the bean salad there on the middle of it and so on. And I started thinking, that, wow, I'm watching the news this morning. The streets in New York are empty. Shelves are getting wiped out across the United States. People trying to hoard things and this and that. It's sort of a panic mode. And I'm wandering around chopping herbs and, looking out at the surf as I'm doing it, and listening to the birds. And, we do have the virus is also here too, but it's only limited, and things are pretty quiet. We have stopped letting people just come here. You have to quarantine for 2 weeks if we're even going to try to come to Hawaii. If you want to change islands, going from one to the other, you're going to have to quarantine for 2 weeks just to come from Maui to the Big Island. And since most of the other islands have far more cases than we do, this will probably put an end to things here, I hope. We'll see, how it works out. But anyway, we're not having the same experience most of the rest of the country is having, and I'm not even having the same experience most Americans are having, in that almost everything I need is outside my front door. The papayas this morning I had for breakfast, I just walked out and picked them, and oranges that we had the other day, that's hanging in the tree over here. The cabbages that I used with my salmon tacos last night, again, all came out of the garden. Lately, because all the restaurants are closed, the price of fresh fish coming into the ports here has dropped dramatically, and so sashimi grade ahi is at a serious discount here. I'm just not having any real problems. Plus, I haven't hardly left the farm at all, and that's normal for me. I go to town for growing supplies when I'm out of pots or fertilizer. I need groceries like anybody else, and so I do go to town periodically to get myself some groceries. And this happens, doctor appointments and stuff, but I really don't get off here too much. I'm around here most of the time anyhow. The major thing that has shifted is that I am not seeing both locals and national YouTube viewers dropping in here on me. Company has been exactly non-existent. I've seen nobody come by for a while now. I had a run last weekend on garden plants. People came through and got garden plants, but other than that, I've seen nobody around here. I got to get out to the post office now and then, and that's about it. So it hasn't severely infected my life, and I'm asking myself, why could this be? What the heck? Everybody else is, the people are dying. It's terrible suffering. It's a mess. Because I'm not a prepper, and I'm not a survivalist either. I never look forward to the end times coming with glee. That's not the case, and so why is it that I'm in such a good situation? It dawned on me that most of the reason that I'm here doing what I'm doing the way I'm doing it is mostly because I always looked at things that said, no, I can do that better. If I went to the store and I bought an apple and I bit into it and went, yuck, this thing's nasty, I can grow a better apple than that. So I plant a tree, you know. I look at how agriculture was raising our food in our country with toxic poisons, you know, and materials that I wouldn't put on my skin, yet it's touching my food. And so I said, I can do a better job than that. And so I started growing my own food in natural ways. You know, I go to the gas pump in California, and the price of gas went over $5 a gallon again. Now, I'll admit, fear wasn't involved in that, but there was some anger when I saw the price on that pump. And so today I'm finally in a situation where I don't need their gas pumps anymore. My car runs off my roof via the sun. I used to get so tired of rates for electricity being jacked up in the mainland, you know, so that now we run the whole house on the sun. We have no use for the utility companies, really. So this disconnection from the support systems that most of us have to use for survival, for me, has been not one because of fear or because I was worried that something was going to happen. It was because I just always felt I could do a better job on that. I know I get on this camera frequently trying to convince other people to, you know, look at their lives, see if there maybe isn't a better way to do things, a better way to grow a cabbage, a better way to invest, you know, whatever it is. Anyhow, folks, you all stay safe, be well, follow the guidelines. We're all going to get through this eventually. Aloha.